Hey guys, this is Icy, aka Iberty, and today I got a gold making guide for the beginners. Or maybe you're the beginner, you just came to a new realm and you just don't know exactly how you want to get those normal amounts of gold that you need for your enchants, gems, maybe even mounts. So, as a starter, I'm going to give you a list of add-ons that I use that helps me get some good amount of gold in a short time, and just handy add-ons that make your World of Warcraft experience a little bit better. So the first add-on we're gonna use is Postal, and what Postal does is it simply gives you a new UI for the mail interface in World of Warcraft. What you can do with this new interface is just very good because you have the new looks of the mail, and what it gives you is the new possibilities to open your mail in one go, or return mail with this button here, or open mail by separately selecting these mail icons over here. So we're gonna open all, and as you can see here, it will open the golds of the auction house sales, and it will return the items that you expired from the auction house to your backpack. So that brings us to the next add-on, that is Teabag. What Teabag does, it gives you also a new UI for the bag interface, and it's just a great add-on because you can then see the amounts of currency you have, which you can also use settings for, that you can set justice points, on points, or maybe only conquest points, even valor points. And with these buttons, reload and sort, toggle bank, edit mode if you want to select all sorts of locations for your bags. And you can see here it all has different UIs, but it looks very smooth. So this brings us to the last add-on, that is called Actionator. So what Actionator does, it will give you a new UI interface for the action house, and what you can do with this new UI interface is just so much better. For example, I have my Alchemy over here, and I'm gonna go to my Transmute Living Steel, and I press this action house button, and as you could see before, it will show you the trillion bar, the amounts you need, and the least amount of gold you need to put in to get the most trillion bars. It will show you stack prices, items, the gold per item, and as you can see here, there's an item. If you want to buy more stacks, you don't have to separately click them, you can just select it and press buy one, and you can also can see what the market price is going for. So for example, 24 trillion bar per piece, 24 gold, so times 6 as seen here, and you make at least 50% profit. So it's a great way to see how far you can go with your profit. So as you could see before, I'm just a very casual player. I don't have 400k gold or anything special. I'm just a normal player like anyone else, and you can also see that in my profession screen. I don't even max my herb gathering yet. I still have 40k gold, which is pretty nice actually. So what I did was I mastered my alchemy to 600, which cost me around maybe 1k gold, but it was so worth it. Sorry for my pronunciation, but I'm not English myself, and I'm working on it. So here's my elixir master. It allows an alchemist to sometimes create an additional elixir when brewing high level elixirs. So what it basically does is, if you have 100 elixirs to create, or flasks, there is a chance that you get double flasks, maybe even 5 times or 3 times or 4 times, and this will greatly increase your profit level. So questions I get from my friends are always, how do you know if you can make profit, or how do you know if there's actually a chance for profit? Well, it's very easy to find out with the add-on. So just go to your alchemy, you'll find for example the Vermilion Onyx, and you press the action house button. So instead of searching up all the amount of items you need or the amount of gold you need to buy one item, you can just easily press the action house button as shown before. So as you can see at the left, it's searching for the regions may take a little while depending on the amount of items that are in the action house or the realm that you are on. So as you can see here, it says Vermilion Onyx is going for 24 gold, and the Golden Lotus is going for even more, and the Tiger Opal is going for even more. But that changes throughout the day. For example, it is now 9:10 a.m. and that really makes a difference for your gold gathering. Now you might wonder, why didn't I go Transmute Mastery? Well, I always was Transmute Mastery until Mists of Pandaria. You could see that the flasks that people want in the patching period, like now 5.1, 5.2, there's a lot of raids going on. People use it for RBGs, for BGs, and it's just a lot of gold going on. And depending on the silkweed prices or maybe rain poppy, just the herbs, your profit can change, and also the golden lotus prices. Also, people that want to farm spirits of harmony are just not doing a good job, because the golden lotus is just not giving a lot of gold for the time that you put in getting those spirits of harmony, or even maybe only motes of harmony. So I can show you here. This is a great example, seeing how the gold making works with Actionator. As you can see here, the flask of Winterbite is now 44, you could say 45 gold, and the golden lotus is going for 30 gold. The full scap is going for, let's say, 2 gold, but you must know that you need 4 full scap. So what you simply do is you do 2 times 4 makes around 8 with this price. It moves up to 2 gold, 3 gold, but we're only gonna use the first ones that says 2 gold and around it. So let's say 8 gold, 9 gold, and then you do 30 plus 9 makes 39, and you have a flask of Winterbite for 35 gold. But don't forget, there is a chance that you double your profit from 1 golden lotus and for full scap because of the procs of flasks mastery, elixir mastery. So what we're gonna do now is buy around 10 times 4 full scaps, so that needs then we need to buy 10 times a golden lotus. So we're just gonna buy 20 full scap, and that makes us get, let's see, 20 divided by 4 is of course 5, and you can always check, maybe you have 22 and you can just see. So you always need to make sure that you use your calculator or something else. Might be really easy like this one. I'm just stupid, of course, but there might be the problem when you make a dividing fault or equals, I don't know, and you lose a lot of gold, and you can get that problem. You can't risk it. So we're gonna get some 5 stacks of 1. We're lucky, but I already have 1, so I only need to buy 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. So we're gonna go to our mailbox, and luckily, because we have postal, it all goes very fast. As you can see here, I bought my Throium bar. So we're gonna go create my daily living steel first. No proc, of course, because I'm not in Transmute Mastery. So we're gonna create our Winter's Bite, and there is a chance, it isn't guaranteed, that you get more than 1 potion, but we always hope so. If you're gonna create more than 1, it's a big chance. So as you can see here, we got a proc, Flask of Winter's Bite times 2. That means that you got double the potion, which is great, and you just make a lot of more gold. You have 50 gold free. For example, if you get around 400 potions, if you have a lot of gold, you can make literally the double amount of gold from those procs. Now again, we're going to use the Actionator for our auctions, and this really helps us create those auctions. So if you have, for example, our 6 flasks of Winter's Bite, which were originally 5, but because of the proc, again, it really helps. There's sometimes you only make money because of the procs, but then you know that you're risking it. So as seen here, you can create the amount of stacks and the amount of that's in a stack. And it says starting price discount 5, which means that here it says 44.99.98, and you can manually change this. So I'm gonna change this to 98 because I think that I'm gonna undercut too much. The price is going to drop. So that's a good tip also. Don't undercut with 2 gold because it will only make your profit lower. You need to keep the price high. Like for example, as you can see here, they dropped from 48 to 46. It's so stupid. If you can see that there's 48 to maybe 40, just buy all those stacks and resell them for a higher price, which I'll make a tutorial of later. So, as shown before, here is the auction screen, and we're gonna create 6 auctions. And of course you can't know when you sell it. This is just a little amount, but if you start with, for example, 1000 gold, you can easily make 2000 at the end of a day, maybe a week, depending on your game time. So we're gonna calculate our profit right now. For example, oh, I still need to sell my living steel also. Don't forget to, if you have alchemy, make your daily living steels, because this will greatly increase your profit from a day if you have a low amount of gold. So as seen here, we have those 6 potions for around 45 gold. And if we make a little calculation, it is 45 times 6 equals 270. But then we need to know the price that we invested, which was around 39 gold, if I'm sure. So that is 270 minus 39 times 6. Oh, I'm sorry. So at the end of the day, or at the end of your little auction session, for example 30 minutes in your morning, you can easily make, depending on the amount of gold you put in this project, make around 1k a day, maybe even 5k. This is just 6 potions, and this is not a lot of profit, but it gives you a clear clue of how you can make those profits in your own profession or even in your own gathering skills. So we had 6 potions, and that is 49 gold each of I mean 45 gold each of selling. So 45 times 6 equals around 270 gold. But we invested amount of gold, around 222 gold we invested in this project. So 270 minus 222 equals 48 gold profit, which is basically not much, but you get the point. And this really depends on the prices of your golden lotus and flasks of winterbite. And if you see those golden lotus dropping lower than 25 gold on most servers, you really need to get those, because it greatly increases your profit for the amount of gold you get. You can also get your herbs yourself, but this will cost a lot of time, and I'm not sure if it's worth it, because it's only a little piece of the profit. For example, I also have my flasks of the warm sun, and also again a tip: the intellect and the strength ones sell the best, and you really need to see what makes the most profit. But you can always check if there is more than 1 or 2 that make profit. For example, maybe warm sun makes profit, but then again stamina also makes profit. You can't make around 400 potions on the same one, because people will undercut you fast, and you need to keep closing them. Also, undercutting, if you don't know what it is, it basically means people will put up, like now I will undercut this guy with 9 silver, and what it does is people see, oh, that's the cheapest price, let's get that one. And you can see here at the auction screen, at the more screen, you can check for undercuts. So it will check if there are people that going lower than you in the price. And for now, I'm still the lowest price on the market for the items I have, and this will greatly increases my chance of selling my items at the end of the day, maybe at the end of the hour or minute. In the evening, time counts. So this was my first gold making tutorial. Thank you for watching, and please leave a like or a comment if you feel that this tutorial has helped you, and if it's not, or I made a big mistake, please adjust this to me in the comment section below. I really like to get some criticism on my work here. I'm trying to make more tutorials every day or week, depending on the amount of questions I get or the amount of ideas I receive when I'm on a toilet. Just kidding. So, thank you again, and we'll see you later.